Hey, what's up, people? It's your boy Footprint. We are here today. I would like to thank you all, people, for helping me reach 9,300 subscribers. That is a great milestone. And yeah, yesterday I did a stream. Actually, it was about first-time visitors in Southeast Asia. So today I'm continuing at that. I made a couple of mistakes when I was trying to explain about SIM cards and all those kind of things. It's because of my nerves were taking over me. So what I will be talking about, it's the same thing from yesterday. I'll try to be clear as possible what a person needs to do when visiting Southeast Asia. Um, Actually, I'm talking about my experience here. A lot of people they make a lot of mistakes when they are visiting our countries for the first time. You don't know about the environment. You don't know what will be happening right there. So I'm trying to give people some little bit of advice about what they should expect when going there. Or the first thing that you have to do as a person when going to visit any country in the world, people, you have to exchange your currency. That's the first thing that you have to do is to exchange your currency. Um, the important thing that you have to do is to exchange the currency, but not in your country. Um, it's better, you get a better rate when you exchange the currency at the country that you are visiting. It gets more expensive when you do like in your own country. So that is important to do when you are visiting. The next thing when visiting a country is that when you arrive in the country, um, the thing that you will need is a SIM card, of course. I'll be making a lot of example about Thailand. When you arrive in Thailand, of course, you need to have a SIM card. Um, for you to be able to go around and do things. In Thailand, what you have to be aware of is that when you buy a SIM card, um, they don't sell you right away 5G or internet. So you have to know that most of the time when people are buying SIM cards, they buy the internet that is for the whole month, of which it is not a problem when you won't need to use your internet like for streaming, for making videos and things like that. So what you need to do is to buy the cheapest internet, for example, maybe internet for 2 weeks or something like that, because you'll be getting, I don't know what it's called. It is called 4G or something like that, but it's not 5G. When you're streaming, that is not good at all. You get bad like pictures. The quality of the pictures are not good. So you have to know that when you buy a SIM card right there, it's not a SIM card with the internet that has good quality, but it's good when you are doing things on internet like searching and doing other things. And the other thing, uh, after buying your SIM card, you put internet, um, and yeah, you have to move away or you have to go to your hotel, to your destination. In Thailand, you have taxes, of which they are uh, very expensive most of the time when you take them. So the important thing is for you to download the apps like your Grab, Bolt, what is the other one? Um, Grab, Bolt, I don't know what the name of the other one. I used it one time. It is also InDrive. Yeah, remember. You can also use InDrive. InDrive is also cheap as well. In Thailand, when you're using Bolt, Bolt is very cheap. For example, from Suvarnabhumi airport to, let us say, Pattaya or going to Bangkok, you will be paying less than what you will be paying when taking a taxi. And also, there's another option. You can also take a bus, more especially when you go to Pattaya. Bus is 150, but when you're taking Bolt, you will have to pay something like 500 baht. So you're saving a lot. But with the bus, it takes a little bit longer. It can take 2.5 hours, but here it's you have saved a lot of money. And the other thing, when it's your first time visiting Southeast Asia people, the thing that you are not supposed to do, you're not supposed to tell the people that it is your first time. In Southeast Asia, people they like to take advantage of people when they see that you are still a new person in that country. I experienced that myself. For example, once I took a taxi. So what happened? I paid with 500 baht because I was rushing. They didn't give me the change that I was supposed to get because of that. Because they saw that I was busy doing other things. My luggage, I was worrying about my luggages and other things. So you are not supposed to do that. I said that from the beginning to the person that hey, it was my first time, so they took advantage of that. It was a taxi that I was taking to, I think it was in Phuket, when I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so those kind of things you are not supposed to tell people when going to Southeast Asia. And the other thing, the culture is different. Um, like when visiting Vietnam, in Vietnam, it's a little bit intimidating when you get outside the airport. The people who are selling their business, for example, the taxi drivers and the other people, they're aggressive, like, hey, hey, come, 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 in a weird way. It's really strange. So when you have the the app with you, it's easy. You just call the taxi and nobody is intimidating you. It's really weird when it's your first time traveling people. You know, you get a little bit unsettled when you see new things that are happening around you. So it's that is what I'm saying. It's very important when buying a SIM card. The first thing you have to do, you download the app. You just sit at the airport right there, and then you order the taxi when the driver is saying, "Hey, I'm outside," and then you go to the taxi without having many problems, and you already know what you will be paying at the time. And here, the other thing, the currency exchange. When you are at the airport, um, you don't need to change all of your pounds or your euros or your dollars at the airport. You can just change for the money that you will need for that time before leaving to your destination. So it's important that you don't you don't exchange all of your money that you have on your pocket, on your wallet or something like that. So it's important that you do that. And the other thing that as a new person when visiting Thailand that you are not supposed to do, people, um, you know, for me when I first came to Thailand, it was Southeast Asia. It was my first time. I was excited and all those kind of things. You know, I was involved. I went to the clubs and did this because I was thinking, you know, my currency was very stronger than the baht or than the dong. So I went to many clubs on my first day, and you end up spending a lot of money when going to a hotel and saying, "Hey, this is not so cheap." I was thinking this is cheap because their prices most of the time when you go to the clubs they are nearly similar to prices wherever you come from in the West. So you have to be aware of those kind of things that you don't miscalculate when thinking about spending money. You have to think like the locals, like I said yesterday. You have to be aware of what you are spending, how you are spending your money, because drinking and party can eat a lot of money when you are visiting those countries, and it can go bad very quick. So that's another thing that you have to consider, people. And another thing, a lot of people, when they come to Southeast Asia, they come with the mentality that they want to find a partner. It's people who are divorced or people who've been single for a while. They're looking for a girlfriend and things like that. Um, what I'm going to say to you people, it is very difficult to meet somebody in this kinds of situation because, for example, in Pattaya or in Bangkok, most of the women that are working there, it's working women. They are there to make money. So if you come and then you say, "Hey, I'm looking for a girlfriend," they would say yes to you. It's just a facade that they're, putting on to act as if they are your girlfriend while you are there. So it's important that you have to know that most of the time these people they are doing this all the time. So it's something that they are used to doing. It's like renting a girlfriend if you don't know. So you have to know that it is very difficult. The percentage of you having a real girlfriend when it comes to this place is Pattaya, Phuket, and Bangkok in the city. I mean, at the center, it's very difficult. So you have to come with the mentality that you are here to enjoy your holiday and to have fun. Don't make a mistake that you're looking for a girlfriend. It's not the right place or right places to find a girlfriend. So the people who are looking for love or people who are looking for partners, you can look for partners in these places, Phuket, Pattaya, or Bangkok at the center. Maybe you can go to the province or some other places where you'll find a girl who has never been to a bar. But it's very possible, very impossible to find a girl in those kind of situation. Um, so the other thing that I want to talk about people, it's here as a first time visitor, it is important to carry ourselves the way we carry ourselves in our own countries. I've seen a couple of times some tourists when they come to new countries or when they come to Asia, sometimes they act in a kind of weird way. For example, they act as if they are better than the other people, and sometimes they end up fighting and doing things. There are a lot of things happening. It's because they've been drinking the whole time. So, people, it's important for you when visiting new country to behave. That is very important because you don't have rights. Remember, when you are a foreigner, it's very difficult for you to prove that you are in the right. So when you're in trouble, you are already vulnerable. So people, when you are visiting a new country, we have to behave ourselves. And this is what I wanted to say today. And I would like to ask all of you people, all the people who are watching, to support my journey while I'm being a content creator or YouTuber. Yeah, I would like you to buy super chat stickers and to subscribe to like my content so that I keep producing more content. Thank you for your time. Up until next time. Thank you very much.